Exclusives, exclusives, exclusives. You guys don't listen because your heart is weak. That's some stuff that we talk about today. Somebody's helping us fix communications between Xbox and Japan. And these guys have been hacked again. Yeesh. Insomniac. Bro, y'all in trouble. Let's get into these topics. First and foremost, welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, I've been under the weather for a couple of days, and y'all didn't get Xbox Frontline News yesterday, and I do apologize. I'm working hard to make sure that happens. You get it every day. Pause. I'm really working hard on making that happen. All right. So, if this is your first time finding this channel, this is an Xbox-centric channel, but we talk about everything that's in gaming, everything that's going on. We talk about Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, everything, handhelds, everything. But right now, this topic is kind of weird because, I try to tell people to stand on a pivot, and a lot of times people can't. A lot of people are insecure when it comes to exclusivities and titles that are too, centric on their platform. The Microsoft Xbox platform, it's a little bit different because it extends to PC, it extends to handheld, it extends to wherever Game Pass is. And that's what makes Microsoft completely different than the other two. All right, so in the Game Awards, a game was announced. And it was Blade, and it's exclusive. And I try to explain to people, they don't have to put the Xbox logo or Microsoft logo on top of the game because you should automatically assume that it's exclusive. Well, you had PlayStation dudes port begging for the game, explaining that Tim Stewart came out and said that he wanted games on PlayStation and Nintendo. Let me explain for you, and I don't want to call you simple-minded, because you being simple-minded is not the problem, it's you being hopeful. You will get stuff like Elder Scrolls Online, you will get stuff like Call of Duty, you will get stuff that continuously gouges your pockets. You will get those games. And exclusive games will be on the Xbox platform, and you will have to buy an Xbox. Or, like you said, you have a high-powered PC, play it on your PC. I don't see what's the problem. When Insomniac came out and announced Spider-Man, I didn't assume that it was going to be on Xbox. I didn't. So, for you to assume this, and for you guys to continue to perpetuate the madness that gives these Sony players hope, shame on you. So it takes Disney head to come out and says it's up to Bethesda. We already know. But the problem is, every time I got to check my DMs or every time I got to be tagged into something that you already know. Blade is exclusive. Deal with it. Move on. You don't talk about Hellblade because you know that's exclusive. You don't talk about Avowed because you know that's exclusive. You hope. Y'all don't have a lock on superhero video games. You just happen to have one superhero game. And you know there's another one that's in the works. So you thought you was building this wonderful world. You're not exclusive. Y'all about to be an app. I don't get you. I don't even know why we got to still keep talking about this. But apparently y'all didn't get it in your head. Hopefully y'all got it in your head now. Insomniac Isn't it bad enough that Spider-Man 2 didn't win any awards? 7 nominations, no wins. Insomniac. It seems like everybody's gunning for you. You had a lot of guys crying and screaming. But this has nothing to do with the fact that you was nominated 7 times and you won absolutely nothing. This has nothing to do with that. This has something to do with another number 7. You have 7 days to comply with those hackers that has hacked Insomniac. 7 days. Because they got the files of Wolverine. They got everything. They got what? When I read it, I said, what is going on over at Sony? What is going on over at Sony and their lack of security? What is happening over there? One of your most highly anticipated new games is coming out, and the hackers is holding you from ransom. And they said they need $2 million in 7 days, or they're going to let the world know what's going on with Wolverine. The set pieces, where it's at, the bosses, when it launches. Because I saw a lot of you guys talking about, it's going to launch in 2024. Yeah, okay. That game is in jeopardy right now. Because could you imagine if they leak all the information out of the game and everything and throw the assets out there for people to use? What happens? Remember the last time Sony didn't pay up? And I really think that those thousands of consoles that got shadow banned overnight, remember? Okay, y'all remember what I'm talking about, right? I think that had to do with the last time they held Sony's for ransom. This time, it's happened again. And it's continuously being a concern because this happens almost monthly. Like every other month, you have a new hack into the Sony's ecosystem that is troubling, to say the least. And the hackers are so brazen that they give you 7 days to come up with my money. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I really don't want that game information leaked out. That's not cool. But at the end of the day, they got to step up their security. You don't ever hear none of this stuff happen over at Microsoft. Never. I really want to know what's going on. This is insane. Shout out to Mina Kano. Kato, congratulations to being the Japanese Director of Partnerships over at Microsoft. She's worked at Sony for 2 decades, I believe. And her expertise in getting deals done in the land of the rising sun is a fantastic boon for Microsoft. This will further facilitate Microsoft's growth in the region while she's talking to local developers and, fixing those partnerships. Because remember, Microsoft is gaijin and they are looked at as, outsider. So what you want is you want people that are local. You want people that have boots on the ground. And it's a wonderful thing. So I believe, Sarah Bond, head of Xbox, and Mina Kato will do wonderful work over there. This is something I just needed to bring up because this further illustrates the fact that Microsoft sees Japan as a viable market. Even though it's a third market when it comes to gaming, you would have thought before that it was like the first market, but no, financially and stuff like that, we understand it's a third market. But what I understand now is Microsoft's level of dedication, because they actively went after her a couple of times, and she finally decided to, go over to Microsoft. So I know this only means nothing but good things for Microsoft over there, because I think they sold something like 500,000 Xbox Series consoles during this period of time, where Sony sold 4.8 million, and Nintendo is, Switch is like 2 generations over there, so that's like 31 million. I think inroads can be made, and I can't wait for this to bear fruit. You know, I think this is a real good thing for Microsoft, you know, expanding in that region. Everybody said it was a dead horse, that they shouldn't be working over there, but I don't believe so. I believe there is business ties to be had, and it's companies that should be valued. And Microsoft sees the value in those companies, and they're going for it. Well, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. Oh, I toughed it out. Sick as hell. I do appreciate each and every last one of you guys coming through. And trying to get better every day. So, until tomorrow. Oh, we missed Tuesday. 10 Hearts came out on Game Pass. Check that game out. It's a puzzle game with like March of the Wooden Soldiers guys, kind of like Lemons, and you get to control one guy and fix up the stuff. So go check this out. That's in Game Pass. But until next time, try to play the Game Pass.